If something seems out of the ordinary with your friends, you question it. If I mean, um, you just don't take things at face value. It can be dangerous to do that. I'm starting to lag a little bit. Might have to go back up. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous just to accept things at face value. Um, we we do that quite comfortably, in my opinion. A little too comfortably. It's like you know, and then sometimes it's like the answers that you get depend on the questions you ask. If you ask hard questions, you're gonna get some hard answers. But if you don't ask anything, you're gonna get some petty made up crap. And I mean, it's going to be something to make it pretty and sound good and not hard, and you don't have to deal with it. So ask hard questions. Don't ask simple little soft. You know, don't tiptoe around something if you want to know. You ask questions. If it affects you and your life, I'm sorry, you have the right to question it. Um, if something is going to impact me, and I want to know. I want to know what it is. How much is it going to impact me? Who says why? I can't remember, but a long, long, long time ago, and I can't remember if I learned this in a class or I just can't remember. But it was talking about what makes a good um, reporter, and you have to ask the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, why, or something like that. It's been so long. I can't remember, but yeah, I mean you have to. I mean, people just don't. Sometimes, like I said, if you don't want to deal with it, people just don't ask. They don't want to know, um, because then they might have to decide to do something about it. And I mean, why should I? Why should I do anything about it? It's not my job to do anything about it. Let somebody else handle it. I always handle everything. Those kind of attitudes can get you into situations that you probably wish that you had never been in. And once certain decisions are made, then there's no fixing it. It's done. It's there. Now, if you had questioned it in the first place, questioned the rules, questioned the who, what, when, where, and why of it, you know, instead of just laying down and taking it, I mean, seriously, you don't have anybody to blame but yourself. Well, I didn't know. Well, yeah, you did know. Deep down somewhere, you knew if you'd have questioned this and got some answers, then you wouldn't have had to be dealing with some of the crap you're dealing with. But no, well, nobody else spoke up and said anything. So, why should you bother, right? So, I mean, there you go. And that's something that I think a lot of people do. If everybody's quick to jump on the bandwagon when somebody's talking loud and, getting results. Oh, that's the easy, that's the fun part. But let somebody, get out there and stand on that ledge by yourself. I have been there, okay? And, well, hello. No, 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 no. God dang it. No, no, no. No. Ow, 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 ow. Stupid lava. Ow. Thank you. Um, yeah, standing on that spot by yourself is scary, okay? Um, because when you go to question authority or somebody in an authoritative position, that scares people. They don't want to lose their job. I don't either. But I was always brought up to believe if you believe in something, and I mean wholeheartedly in your heart believe, okay? um, you stand up for it. If you are not sure, you question. You question the hell out of it. Do not take things meekly. Now, I'm not talking like. Now, I was in the military for a long time, and um, soldiers have to know how to take orders. Now, I'm not talking about questioning that. I mean, I probably question motives behind things and politics and stuff like that, but we all do. But when it came to following my orders, because I was a combat medic, we had to, my commanding officers had to think fast or people died. Okay, it's just that simple. So I'm not talking about things of that nature. I'm talking about things like, well, we're starting this new program here at work. Why? Or what's it supposed to do? When will it go into effect? Are there different options? I want to know. I want to know everything there is to know about whatever's getting ready to affect me. I want to know it. I have a right to know it. If you want me to blindly follow along and just because you said, guess what, Jack? You got another thing coming because it ain't going to happen. I can pretty much guarantee it. But I mean, and that's, you don't have to. Well, you're really strong and outspoken. Why aren't you? If it affects your life, and the money that puts food on the table for your kids, and it affects your well-being, you better be questioning it. That's why. Why aren't you? It has nothing. No, don't you do it. Don't do it. I heard you. Yeah, why aren't you? You know, um, that's major. That's your life. That's the life. That's the lives and welfare of your family. Okay, and sometimes the questions are really complicated, and I know that, but and people can talk stuff to death, and I know that too. And things, but sometimes the answers are just simple. It's all about the questions you ask. And I mean, I'm one of those people that hates backdoor. Oh, god damn it! God dang it! Die, you little bitch! Die! God dang it! Die! 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 Bitch! I question why there are silverfish here. But no, I mean, seriously, um, you've got to. You can't just take things just because somebody said. You know, um, and sometimes that means change. And people are like, no, no, no. Well, no, wait a minute. We don't. Let's not rush into anything here. I mean, let's just wait and see. And uh, you know, it's funny um, because George Carlin said, "Don't just teach your children. Teach them to question what they read. Teach them to question everything. You don't let. I mean, it's easy to let somebody else step forward and lead because you don't have to make decisions. But don't just follow blindly because so and so said. Well, they're really popular. Well, they're really smart. Well, they're really, whatever. They have the best tie on Sunday at church. Whatever. Don't question. Don't just take for granted that because somebody don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? They don't, and that can get you into a lot of trouble. It can take you places that you don't want to go. You probably don't need to go. So don't be so. I mean, it is scary. I know it is. I understand that. But let me give you the most famous quote of all, and I think a lot of people will appreciate this. and understand, sometimes you must unlearn what you have learned. Sometimes instead of just taking things blindly the way we always have, just because, your mama and your daddy and your grandpa and your grandma and your aunt and your uncle and on back from 10,000 generations from forever, just because they said, doesn't make it so. Okay? And sometimes what you thought was the truth isn't. It was whatever needed to be said at the time to make something happen. Okay? For somebody or some group or something. Sometimes you have to unlearn things, especially people my age. I mean, it's easier when you're younger, and we seem to be a little more flexible about things. But once you get past a certain age, you don't want to question anything. You just want to go on, do your thing, whatever. Don't bother me. I ain't gonna bother you, and everything's fine. No, dang it, here we go. I question why there's lava in this game. Yeah, it can be a scary thing, just like running into lava. It can be a scary thing, but sometimes you have to question why things are. Um, like, zombie, why are you trying to kill me with lava? No. So I better go back up and get some more torches or some more food and everything, and continue with my mining here before I question why I'm even down here in this hole with this bunch of lava. So there you go, guys. Q is for question, and do it. Do it for you. Do it for your peace of mind. Do it because you have the right to do it. You have the right to question anything that is going to affect your life. Okay? And do not let anybody else tell you otherwise. Okay? And tell me in the comments below, has that ever happened to you? Did you question something, somebody, authority, something, and did it turn out for the better or the worse? Or did your question open some eyes and make a change somewhere? Let me know. Till next time, guys, this is MntDewMania, and I'm alive, a little singed, but I'm alive, here on Vox Populi. Huge thank you, as always, to Latin and Zombie for allowing us to record on here. As you know, Vox Diamond is my home away from home, and I love it here, and I love you guys, and I will see you next time. This is MntDewMania. I'm so out of here. Later.